Metamorphosis is a word in Greek that means to transform or change in shape. Many insects, as well as frogs, go through some sort of metamorphosis in their lifetime. There are two types of metamorphosis. One is the incomplete metamorphosis. Many insects go through this kind, such as grasshoppers, crickets, dragonflies, and cockroaches. Their metamorphosis is incomplete because the young look just like the adults, only smaller without wings. The young are known as nymphs. A complete metamorphosis is the other type. Insects like moths, beetles, flies, bees, and butterflies go through a complete metamorphosis. Unlike the incomplete metamorphosis, the young of these insects look completely different from the adults and eat a completely different type of food. The young of these insects are called larvae, and they go through stages while growing to adulthood. Today we are going to focus on the metamorphosis of a butterfly. There are 4 stages that a caterpillar must go through in order to grow into a butterfly. The first stage is known as the egg stage. Mother butterflies are very careful on where they lay their eggs. They make sure to pick out a plant that their caterpillars will like to eat. Typically, these eggs are placed on leaves, stems, or underneath the leaves, and they are laid during the spring, summer, and fall, depending on the species of the butterfly. Mothers lay lots of eggs to make sure at least some of them survive. These eggs are about the size of a pinhead, and they usually hatch about a week or 2 after the eggs are laid. The next stage is the larva stage. In this stage, the creature is known as a caterpillar. Caterpillars are cute little worm-like creatures that spend their lives eating everything in sight. Most caterpillars will grow to be about 100 times their size in this stage, which can last between 2 weeks or a few months, depending on the species. A caterpillar eats so it can store food for later in its life. Most butterflies eat little to nothing, so all of the food that the caterpillar is eating is being stored as energy for it when it is a butterfly. The first thing a caterpillar eats is its eggshell, and it keeps eating from there on. As a caterpillar eats and grows, it will get too fat for its skin. In order for it to keep growing, a caterpillar must molt its old skin off and grow new skin. Caterpillars molt 4 times during their lives, being its full size after the 4th molt. The third stage of a caterpillar's life is the pupa stage. In this stage, the caterpillar changes its shape entirely. The video you are watching is a caterpillar forming a chrysalis, a protective shell that it will stay in as it grows and changes into a butterfly. As it stays inside the chrysalis, it begins to grow wings and antennae, and its mouth changes shape. A caterpillar will typically keep itself inside this chrysalis for about a week to a few months, depending on the species. Most caterpillars pick out a strategic spot to make themselves into a chrysalis, typically under leaves or on branches, somewhere that it'll be out of sight from predators who want a tasty meal. The 4th and final stage of a caterpillar's life is the butterfly stage. In this stage, the caterpillar is now an adult and able to have babies of its own. Emerging from its silken chrysalis is a very dangerous time for the butterfly. Its new wings are small and wet, and it's not yet able to fly. In order for them to dry, the butterfly must pump fluid from its plump abdomen into tiny veins on its wings and let them dry in the sun. If it does not do this, its wings will dry crinkled and it won't be able to fly. Once the wings are dry, the butterfly must practice flapping them so it can get used to the flying motions. Most butterflies don't eat anything, while some snack on nectar that it finds in flowers. All the food that was eating in the caterpillar stage provides energy and nutrients for the brand new butterfly. Once the butterfly is able to fly freely and happily, it can go off and have babies of its own. Most butterflies only live for a few weeks, but some can live up to 2 or more months depending on the species. One of the most famous butterflies is the monarch butterfly because it is very endangered, while other butterflies are known by its